Hello again and welcome to the Honest Homeschooler YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And today I would like to briefly share with you some thoughts about something that perhaps isn't spoken about too much. How do you homeschool when you are going through some illness or you're going through temporary sickness? And I plan on sharing a little bit about my own personal health struggles and what I've done in order to continue to homeschool, because homeschooling is very important to me. I love to teach, and I'm especially excited to teach my own kids. So real quick, I have gone through some physical challenges having to do with like my stomach. I went through like 3 years of having H. pylori and it not being diagnosed or treated. So that was a very difficult situation for me. I felt constant tightness around my abdomen area, and it caused a lot of anxiety. It caused a lot of difficulty having 2 little ones, and still I decided that I wanted to pursue homeschooling. Once I was diagnosed and treated, things got better, but not completely all there yet. It's been about 2 years or more since I was treated, and I still deal with some things even today. I have better days than some other days, but right now I am feeling like things are getting better. So I started homeschooling 1 year ago, and it was before the pandemic happened. It was still an option on the table to decide if I wanted my kids to go to a private school, a public school, and but I really spoke to my husband about my desires to homeschool our kids, and I really wanted to try it, and I felt like I had been trained enough to pursue this realistically. I'm not saying that that's necessary for every homeschooling mom, but that gave me confidence to move forward. I took some classes where I learned about teaching elementary children. My degree in liberal studies was intentionally leading me towards entering the teaching credential program, which I ended up not pursuing. I became pregnant with my daughter, and I decided that I wanted to pursue being a stay-at-home mom. But with the classes that I took in Cal State Fullerton, I felt that I had enough training where I could provide my children with a good education. In another video, I'll share the reasons why I decided to homeschool more in detail. I don't want to get sidetracked right now. But so you know, like I set my goals, I got the curriculum that we needed, and life happens, and I became very sick last year, my first year in homeschooling, to the point where it was about a month where I was very ill, and I could not homeschool every single day. That set us back on our schedule, and we were able to complete the amount of days that we needed to eventually. But here I was, a first year homeschooling mom, facing these challenges and not knowing like how do you go about like just being a stay-at-home mom, first of all, taking care of yourself, your kids, feeding, taking care of the house, and now homeschooling on top of everything, and just feeling bedridden. So that experience really motivated me to pursue a year-round homeschooling approach where we would start much earlier. When we started last year, it was towards the end of August, and this year we started like a few days before July, because I wanted to make sure that if anything ever happened like that again, I would have the flexibility of time where I would be able to take the sick days that I needed and have enough time to complete the school year without as much stress. So we did that, and it's worked really beautifully for us. We're able to take time off when necessary, and we're still on track to finish on time. So that's one of the recommendations that I would give to any other homeschooling moms that struggle with health challenges, where you do have days or maybe weeks where you are dealing with health issues and you need to just take time off to take care of yourself and get back to a place where you can feel better and do a better job, overall with your children. I have this frog in my throat because in the mornings I deal with allergies. So I'm sorry I keep sounding like I have a scratchy voice. So aside from that, something else that recently I've learned, because although I didn't get as ill necessarily the way I did last year, I'm not sure if it was coronavirus or not. It was too early for my doctor to approve me getting tested. It was right when everything was starting. So they told me to quarantine just to be safe. I was dealing with like coughing, and I felt a lot of pressure on my chest, and it was just really hard to breathe. It was like the worst cough feeling, and it lasted so much time. It was it felt terrible, and other symptoms. But this year, last month, I'm coming out of it right now, hopefully. I had problems again with my abdomen, and so I spoke to doctors and tried to do the things, and I'm trying to take good care of myself and eat healthy and all those things. But something that I learned is that when you go through these health challenges, it's so easy to become discouraged. It's so easy to get lost day to day. So it's important not to see yourself as a victim, because it's so easy to just see other moms, even on YouTube, and they're doing like a bunch of things, and they're able to go there and buy all these things and do this many things with their kids and these many projects. And then it's so easy for you to just feel jealous, to feel sad for yourself, to be upset, like, why do I have to go through this, and that could be depressing, that could be discouraging and distracting from your goals. So it's very important that you don't see yourself as a victim, but that you I am a Christian, and so what I'm about to say is based off of what I believe the Bible teaches. So it's very important that you embrace moments of weakness, physical weakness, and that you embrace that God is going to teach you what it's like to depend on Him in moments where you are not enough. And you're just going to have to learn that lesson and live with God through those moments, and decide, I am going to live my life. I'm not going to stop living my life. I'm not going to stop doing the things that I need to do simply because I feel a certain way at certain times. So that's the lesson that I've learned recently. 1 second, honey. So that's the lesson that I've learned recently, and it's very important to encourage yourself that in the moments that you're going to feel weak and you're going to have those challenges, you're going to rest and you're going to have the time to allow yourself to do that. Especially if you take that that advice where you homeschool longer throughout the year, but you take those necessary breaks throughout, so you're gonna have time to just give yourself that flexibility, but also you're going to stay focused, and you're going to be encouraged that you will reach your goals. It might look differently for you, but you will reach your goals, because in those moments where you feel that you have that energy, that you are able, you are focused, that's when you're going to meet your goals. So also, it's very important, the last thing that I'm going to say about this is that not just give yourself the flexibility year-round, but day to day. So maybe one day homeschooling is going to start earlier than other days, or you're just going to decide, you know what, I feel my best around this time of the day, so we're just going to do school at this time slot of the day. And there's no pressure. Just because other people do it a different way, that's their personal, decision. That's what they can do, and you can do it however is best for you and your family. So I would just say, make sure you're organized, you have a plan about what you want to accomplish every day, every school day, and create a plan that makes that easier for you. And on another video I can share what has worked for me, but as long as you have a plan, you're organized, then you can decide how homeschooling is gonna look like today, and the children will still be learning, you will still be meeting your goals, but you will have a more flexible, structured plan in place. And that's what you gotta do. If you have health challenges and you're homeschooling, you don't have to give up on your desires to homeschool your children just because you're going through things. You can make a plan that will help you reach your goals. So please like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment, especially if you're someone that also deals with health issues. Let me know on the bottom, and I'd be happy to pray for you as well.